I've been doing a lot of stories out of Florida lately. This is another one. I'm sorry. Y'all got to hold yet another L. Okay, Florida? This story has a detail that I don't want y'all to miss. When I talk about it, I'm going to show you this baby actually speaking. And I think it speaks to her spirit, her mind. And this is why I believe that all children should get an opportunity to grow up and become something great. We got to give them a chance. We got to protect them. But then again, you cannot have POSs of mothers like this person that y'all see on my screen. Let me get into the details before I get too disparaging, and then we'll go from there. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And one of my favorite sources for news is lawandcrime.com. So shout out to Law and Crime. Let me give y'all another disclaimer real quick because this seems to do pretty good. YouTube, please do not demonetize me, please. Content warning. The following content contains material or information that may be harmful or traumatizing to some of my audience members. Viewer discretion is advised. I think you don't need any more disclaimers, okay? Now let's talk about this beautiful angel. Her name is Nia. And I'm going to tell you, Nia is such a beautiful little angel. She actually reminds me of my 7-year-old, which is my adopted daughter, my little daughter. I show y'all pictures of them from time to time. I don't leave them up very long because I just think that people and kids, there's some weirdos out there, right? And I would hate to have to check a weirdo over my kids. So every once in a while, I will share my babies with the AFC. But this little baby, let me see if I can get a better picture of her. That's the alleged mother. The picture of the baby that really stood out to me was probably, let me see, beautiful little girl. This one, probably this one. This one reminds me of my baby so much. A Florida mother has been indicted on first-degree murder charges. And y'all know what that means? Premeditation. You thought this out. You had every intention to end this child's life. First degree. In the April beating of her daughter, the April beating death of her daughter, who's 7 years old, the grand jury handed down the indictment on Thursday against Nikisha Williams. I think that's how you say her name. Even if it's wrong, I don't care. Nikisha Williams, who turned 32 on Sunday, she is accused of killing her daughter, Nia Williams. N-I-A, Nia Williams. On April the 28th in Riviera Beach. The indictment lists Nia's cause of death as blunt force trauma to the abdomen. So that means that this baby was beaten to death. Punched to death. And then you'd have to think, how much hate do you have in your heart to look at this beautiful little angel who has just the greatest smile in the world, that is no threat to you, is not doing nothing wrong, but being a baby that needs to learn and grow, and you got to feed her and train her, talk to her, help her gain understanding. She just has a beautiful, innocent soul. And I'm going to tell you, this is why I just believe that the mother is just a hateful bitch. This woman that you guys see on my screen, allegedly 32 years old, she has the heart of a demon to do what she did to her daughter. You cannot have a baby like this, look at a baby like this, be around any kid, let alone this one, and do what she did. It's just heartbreaking. Blunt force trauma to the abdomen. Police arrested Williams, Nikisha Williams, the mother, on Friday and took her to the Palm Beach County Jail, where she remains without bond. So she has no bond, nor does she need one. So I think they got that right. Whitney Walker and Rebecca Finley, who helped care for Nia, spoke to local NBC affiliate WPTV following Williams' first appearance hearing. Finley said the family had long tried to sound the alarms on Williams. So here's the thing: they saw something, they said something, and this baby was not saved. They saw something, they said something. She should have been in jail a long time ago. That's according to these people. Williams caused the death, and it was definitely abuse, Finley said. Finley told the outlet she contacted Florida's Department of Children and Families nearly 2 weeks before Nia's death because the girl was very malnourished. She expressed frustration. Nothing was done to prevent Williams from hurting little 7-year-old Nia. There wasn't one person who was not aware of this young lady being a dangerous mother. So everybody ignored this. DCF did not get back to WPTV on Friday and did not immediately respond to a message on Sunday from Law and Crime. But you know what? I think that maybe we need to change that. If these people like their paychecks, these people like having their fucking jobs, these people like going to work and make sure that their paychecks come on time, we deserve to have some level of transparency between DCF, Child Protective Services, the police, and the information that we get. But for them to just constantly just be like, nope, we ain't got to say nothing at all, I think is bull crap. They are a service that is paid for by the people, and I believe that the people deserve an answer. And how we haven't been able to get that to be federal law across the board, that all of these organizations that are collecting taxpayer money to pay for these programs, they owe us answers when we want them, not when they feel like giving us answers. Y'all hear what I'm saying? This woman's name is Lakeisha Lamaria Williams. That's her whole name. If y'all need it, if y'all want it, that's her whole name. Walker and Finley said that they won't stop until they get justice for Nia. And I want y'all to share this story and share it and share the hell out of it, please, because we also want to see justice for Nia. We can never get her smile back. We can never talk to her again. Finley described Nia as a fashionista who loved to put on makeup. Police told WPTV more details about the case are expected to be released on Monday. Williams' next scheduled court appearance is on July 28th, so depending on when you're watching this, that'll be closer to the end of the month. Walker and Finley said Williams' other children, hashtag can we get a babies for benefits? You're not hearing me wrong. I repeated that because if you think about it, she only did this to one kid. That lets me know that she probably has kids by different men, at least 2 baby daddies, minimum. She's scheduled for court on July 28th. She was assigned a public defender because that's what you do with broke hoes. You get them a public defender. Walker and Finley said Williams and her other children are now being cared for by family members. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and then I'm going to show y'all a video that choked me up a little bit. But I'm going to show it to you, though.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
If y'all would, do me a favor and please hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, or even sharing the story in your favorite true crime groups can do wonders for this channel. So if y'all would, and shout out to YouTube, please don't demonetize us. Don't take away our monetization on our videos. Please just share them. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I want y'all who are listening to the sound of my voice right now, I want y'all to look at this baby's face and I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think that she wanted to be when she grows up? Just take a guess. What do y'all think she wanted to be when she grows up? We got a few people in the live chat right now. I'm going to give y'all a moment. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think that this baby wanted to be when she grows up. I want y'all to brace yourselves for this video. And I'm going to turn my volume off so y'all can hear this.
What you want to be when you grow up?
This is Nia, my beautiful, innocent little angel. Now, I want y'all to hear her voice. And I want y'all to hear what this baby said she wanted to become. And I'm going to play it a couple times so y'all can hear it. Here we go.
What you want to be when you grow up?
I want a race player.
You want a what?
A race player.
A race. So what you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
A police? Just a race. What about the bad people?
She let the bad people escape. No.
She what, Val?
She let the bad people.
A race. So what you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
A police? Just a race. So what you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
A police. So what you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
A police? Just a. So what you want to be when you grow up?
A police.
A police? Just a race. What about the bad people?
She let the bad people escape. No.
She what, Val?
She let the bad people escape. Because she was with her sister. Bad will escape you.
God bless this baby's heart. How rare do you ever hear black people talking about wanting to be police officers, let alone black women, black girls having an aspiration to be police officers? How often do you hear that? And this baby said she wanted to do good for the world and wanted to get rid of bad people and wants to be a police officer. As a father, that breaks my freaking heart. As a human being, that breaks my heart. As a black person, that breaks my heart that they didn't give this baby a chance. President, lawyer, nurse, model, princess, makeup artist, a singer. Nobody would have ever have guessed that this baby wanted to be a police officer. Look at her eyes. She could join my family crew any day. If they were going to do this shit here and kill this baby like this, I would have gladly have welcomed her into my crew and my family and me take on another baby. I will raise her. To stop shit like this from happening is fucking ridiculous.
Apparent signs that were missed in the years, weeks, days, and hours before 7-year-old Nia Williams' death, allegedly at the hands of her own mother.
This is absolutely one of the most egregious reports that I've ever read.
Meeting outside of DCF, where the slogan is leading abused children to safety and stability.
That quote is a lie.
in my eyes.
Rebecca Finley and Whitney Walker say the exact opposite happened to Nia Williams, a 7-year-old who investigators say died after years of alleged abuse at the hands of her mother, Nikisha Williams.
Everyone should be held responsible.
The women took care of Nia on and off for years, telling me they reached out in the past to ChildNet, which is associated with DCF.
Landing on deaf ears.
Riviera Beach PD say Williams ultimately killed Nia by stomping on her, causing her to bleed internally for days. The arrest report also shows Nia could have received help sooner. Documents show Williams woke up Nia at 7 in the morning on April 28th. 8 hours later, around 4 p.m., Williams witnessed Nia barely breathing. Police say siblings called 911 hours later around 8 p.m., and Nia died at the hospital 3 hours after that.
Heartbreaking all over again.
Investigators say Nia also missed 50 days of school last year, where teachers describe her as a brilliant and sweet student.
It's too much for you guys not to have seen it.
Just 3 days before her death, Nia was sent to the nurse's office throwing up, but the nurse told investigators she couldn't examine her due to the lack of signed parental consent forms. The arrest report also references a DCF report, where a caseworker noted physical signs of abuse, writing, quote, "The mother is going to end up taking one of her children's lives."
I said that too.
26 days later, Nia died, and police say DCF never called them.
The DCF investigator made the prediction, which unfortunately came true. There were multiple failures.
Legal expert Michelle Suskauer says the children should have been removed from the home permanently several times, but especially after a caseworker witnessed signs of abuse.
If a child is in immediate danger of injury, of abuse, the child gets removed. There's an emergency shelter petition that gets filed. Caseworkers are going to have to answer to what they did and what they did not do.
Which is what Finley and Walker are looking forward to in court.
But I promised her at that grave that I would get down to the bottom of it.
Now, I reached out to DCF and the Palm Beach County School District, and both got back to me saying information on this case is confidential. And the mother, Williams, remains in jail. She pleaded not guilty to the first-degree murder charge. In the newsroom, I'm Kayla McDermott. Surrounded by photos
That's what we keep in our heart.
and memorabilia of 7-year-old Nia Williams,
The memories, they're golden now.
I sat down with Rebecca Finley and Whitney Walker, two women who loved Nia
My baby, man, my baby. My baby.
and took care of her on and off as unofficial foster parents until police say the child went back to her mother, Nikisha Williams.
DCF put them back in her care.
That would be correct.
The two women are named as witnesses in Riviera Beach Police's summary of the case. As Finley and Walker say, they told DCF for years about the alleged abuse going on at this home on West 15th Street.
I fought to get that baby out of.
I also share with them how police say back in April, Nia suffered blunt force trauma to the abdomen, resulting in a lacerated liver and internal bleeding, allegedly at the hands of her mother, who investigators charged last week with first-degree murder. Police also say Nia's 3 siblings came forward, saying their mother would brutally punish them. But for Nia,
She was the one that suffered the brunt of most things.
and in the days before Nia's death, the kids say she was suffering with extreme stomach pain after being, quote, stomped on by her mother.
I'm just trying to keep it together, honestly. Everything hits home.
Horror that Nia's siblings reported on April 28th when she became unresponsive and later died.
Did she make the 911 call, or was it somebody else?
It was one of the other children.
How is that to hear?
It's devastating,
Lead detective on the case, Jennifer Jones, tells me police have never been called to the home for reports of child abuse. And she says officers were never contacted by DCF, learning after the fact that just 26 days before Nia's death, DCF filed a report detailing visible injuries on Nia and the other children. Police say the state took no action.
And I'm not happy with DCF. Somebody needs to be fired.
As painful as this is for Finley and Walker, officers feel the same.
The death of an innocent child is never normal. You know, it's hard for us to even fathom. The community have been traumatized. My department has been traumatized.
Now, since Williams' arrest on Friday, we've been pushing DCF, asking them how these children were able to be put back into her care and why no action was taken after caseworkers say they saw visible harm on the children. But the only response I got from them was them saying that this case is confidential.
CBS and domestic battery and the
Different lengths of time.
Removed from the home.
Explains the unusual circumstances about the custody of the child.
Police say inside of this house here in Riviera Beach is where they found this little girl, Nia Williams, beaten so badly she later died, and officers blame her mother.
We can never get her smile back. We can never talk to her again.
From taking care of her since she was 5 months old
She was like my granddaughter.
and watching 7-year-old Nia Williams come into her own.
Well, Nia was brilliant. She's a fashionista. She loved makeup. She just was a lovely, lovely child.
Whitney Walker
I'm godmother.
and Rebecca Finley
Caregiver, which I was referred to as auntie.
sat side by side as Nia's mother,
Nia Williams.
walked into court accused in her murder.
What goes through your mind when you look at her?
How could you?
In April, Riviera Beach police say they came here to West 15th Street on a call of an unresponsive child. Nia died at the hospital.
But she caused the death. That's why she's arrested. And it was definitely abuse.
On Thursday, 2 months after the child's death, a grand jury indicted Williams on 1 count of first-degree murder. The indictment reveals the cause of death: blunt force trauma to the abdomen.
She should have been in jail a long time ago.
For 10 years, Finley and Walker say they've been caring for Williams' 4 children on and off as unofficial foster parents. But in January of 2024, a year and a half ago, they say the kids returned to Williams' husband. Walker says she called DCF in early April.
The last time I saw them, they were very malnourished.
That was just 12 days before her death.
I told it to DCF there wasn't one person that was not aware of this young lady being a dangerous mother.
Now, through their tears, Finley and Walker serve as Nia's voice as they fight to get her justice.
I'm guaranteeing she's saying, Auntie, tell them everything. Don't forget nothing. Tell them everything. So, I am not Rebecca Finley. I am Nia Williams.
Now, Finley told me Nia's siblings are safe and they're being taken care of, and we've been pushing DCF for a comment, but they've not gotten back to us yet. In Riviera Beach, I'm Kayla McDermott.
So, in closing, again, kind of my extending point is I want y'all to think about how unique that is, that this baby wanted to be a police officer. Guess what a police officer would do? A police officer would protect a child like Nia from a situation like this and from her mother, would arrest her mother, charge her mother, and get her mother going through the system, which her mother is going to be doing now, but would have possibly have saved all of these babies, including Nia. I just think that's a very unique mindset for a kid to have. And I don't know if anybody gave her that idea as far as wanting to be a police officer. I just thought that was unique, especially that's not a prevalent thing in the black community. I'm just going to tell y'all. I've been a part of a lot of conversations over the years, and I have just not heard that be a prevalent thing, which is why I said what I said, that's unique. It's unique and it's commendable. That baby is an angel. That baby's heart, mind, and soul was in the right place. She just had the wrong parent, the wrong mother, the wrong caretaker. Hell, if nothing else, you could have given up custody. But you know why she didn't? You could have gave up custody to her surrogate aunts. Those ladies who are now going to court to see justice through would have gladly have taken custody of this baby to save her life. You know why she didn't give up custody? What's our famous hashtag? AFC? Hashtag babies for benefits. This mother didn't care for these kids, did not love them, didn't want them. She only wanted to collect some type of benefits, whatever that is, whether it be control over a man, child support, Section 8, food stamps, car vouchers, or attention, whatever it is. She only wanted to take from the children and not give to them. Okay? For that, her soul is required in hell. There's a special place in hell for people like this who do absolute cruelty and torture to children. All right? Nia was an angel, and I know it. I would have gladly been a father to her. Okay? So let me get a picture of her up here. Get her mother's stinking face off my screen. Probably that picture. Probably this one. Princess Nia, R.I.P. Officer Nia, R.I.P. Thank y'all for listening to Nia's story with an open mind as well as an open heart. Thank you so much. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And please share the story and make it go viral. Thank you.